All right, so we're going to continue on with our digestive tract journey. So in our last video blog, we discussed low stomach acid and all the problems that can occur with it. And this one, we're just going to move on to the next segment of the GI tract. So if you haven't watched that video, make sure you go watch the stomach acid video and then resume here. So to recap very quickly, food goes into the stomach, hydrochloric acid will break our food down properly, and then the next step is it moves into the small intestine. And the small intestine is very important because it helps break down our vitamins and minerals. And that's all possible through bile. So bile is created in the liver, then stored in the gallbladder, and then when it gets the proper signals that our food and hydrochloric acid are coming in the small intestine, that's where it's secreted. And it does a couple of very important things. For one, it helps neutralize the pH of the stomach acid. And that's very important because if we don't alkalize the stomach acid, it's going to create ulcers in our small intestine. So if you have ulcers in your small intestine, you should always be looking if you have proper bile flow. Second, what it does is it helps digest our fats and absorb healthy fats, and especially fat-soluble vitamins like A, E, D, and K. And the reason why bringing in or absorbing healthy fats is so important is because our bodies basically run off cholesterol. So all of our cells are made through healthy cholesterol, and all of our hormones are too. So especially if you're having hormone issues and you're not understanding what the root cause is, it could very well be from lack of bile production, not allowing you to have the building blocks of cholesterol to then make hormones. All right, so typically what is causing this? It is the standard American diet. So it's way too much refined sugars, refined grains, and refined oils. And a couple of major signs is burping, bloating, and constipation. Just remember, constipation is a reduction of too much bile in the body. So bile is ultimately what helps allow us to have healthy stool and bowel movements. So if that's not happening, again, you need to look at bile. Another reason is excess insulin, cortisol, and estrogen. And so things will come full circle when it comes to detoxing as well, because the liver ultimately detoxes toxins and hormones and other things too. But if we have a sludgy bile production or very little bile flow, what will happen is we're not able to detox all of the toxin accumulation and the hormones. And so what can happen is, as an emergency mechanism, the liver will release through the blood. And that typically will go through the skin. So if you're somebody that has a lot of skin problems like eczema, psoriasis, that's one of the first things that you need to be looking at. How is your diet? And also, how is your bile flow? So again, one of the best ways to clean all of this up is through healthy eating, getting on an anti-inflammatory diet, avoiding food sensitivities, and then also getting away from all of the refined sugars, carbs, and oils. There are some really powerful foods that help increase bile flow and production, and we are going to be talking about those in our private Facebook group called the Primal Reset. So if you guys have any questions or need any help, please reach out to us, and we'll see you on the next one.